What's up, y'all? I'm back. And no, we're not doing no long intros and countdowns over here. We're going to get right up into it. So I got some tea of allegedly why Shamea's mom and Miss Diane, Porsha's mom, fell out. The streets has been yapping all day. And I wanted to go back down memory lane because I found something on Porsha while I was trying to figure out this daycare situation. And that led me down the stripper gate. And do y'all remember this clip? Do y'all remember Porsha saying she didn't go to strip clubs and all that shit? You remember she couldn't go to strip clubs when she was with Cordell? Do y'all remember she just came on the Housewives acting like a whole different Little Miss Pris, Little Miss Proper, the granddaughter of Hosea Williams, and she's an activist, and I was going to say phlebotomist, bitch. I'm on my Porsha Williams. I'm a phlebotomist, but I was trying to say philanthropist. Okay, I'm on my Underground Railroad shit today. Anyways, yeah, so I found a clip of Porsha talking about she actually used to work at the strip club. I'm like, damn, that's funny. I thought Porsha don't go to strip clubs. Oh, no, not Porsha. I thought she wasn't allowed in strip clubs. And okay, let's just go down the clips and so we could get into what I'm getting into and what the hell the point of everything is. Okay, here we go.
Okay, that's what I asked you. Was it a strip club? And I don't want to go to a strip club.
Why? Cordell would not be okay with that. I'm a go along, get along type of girl. But I have a ministry inside of me to help other women who are my age.
All
okay,
right.
ladies, give me a hug. Bye, guys. I don't like to see a woman sell her body like that. Strip clubs make me sad. It's just a personal choice.
Porsha been a fraud. Or what does Nene call her? Freaking fraud, not freaking frack. Freak and fraud since day one. She been acting just like she was acting that other day in that episode when she was sitting there. Shamea, please stop. Okay, because listen to this. She used to work at the strip club. So why would she sit there and say she don't like to see women, blah, 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 at the strip club?
Porsha Williams, I would have to say, what's my first hustle? Okay, so I always had a job because my mother owned a childcare center, so I always worked with her. But hustle was when I used to sell bags at the strip club in the back, and I also used to sell them out of my trunk. Okay, I had that Gucci, I had that Coach, I had whatever you needed. I even had a business card. It was called Elite Apparel. Okay, and that was a smooth hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was young. I was like probably 18, and I'll make thousands of dollars because, you know, I'm selling you a Gucci purse. You want it. If you don't got the money, they went and stripped and made it real quick and came right back and gave it to me, and I made good money until this one boyfriend knew I had my stock in my trunk, and he took my car to go be fixed, I believe. And when he came back, he was like, oh, the stuff, you know, somebody stole the stuff out your trunk, da-da-da. And that was like almost $2,500 worth of product. And so after that, I quit it. But yeah, that was my first hustle. And, you know, I mean, it sounds a little ratchet, but I'm proud of it because, you know, street entrepreneur at the time. What did it teach?
Okay, so y'all heard that. She used to work in the strip club, supposedly selling outfits at the back of the strip club. If that's what y'all want to believe, okay. I don't know if that's what she was selling, but okay. But the point is, she had to be doing this before Cordell, so I don't know why she would have got up on TV. She's just an actress. She would have got up on TV acting like, I don't like seeing women be degraded and blah, blah, blah. I'm a philanthropist. I like to uplift women. Like, get the hell out of here. Her and her mama is some hustlers, and she been hustling with her mama since day one. You heard what she said. She said, oh, I always had a job because my mama always owned childcares and I always worked for her. Now that's what we're about to get into. That was my little segue. You like I did that? Anyway, so today they said the reason why they, as in Lipstick Alley, as in House of Aaron, they all talking about Shamea's mama and Miss Diane fell out over some childcare shit. And I kind of believe it because people were in my comments yesterday and they were saying that one person told me that their mom used to work for not the strip club. Girl, let me stop. Used to work for the childcare, Miss Diane's childcare. And she said Miss Diane was so mean and that one day she came to work and all their shit was sitting outside and they had got kicked out the building. And that's going to kind of coincide with what Lipstick Ali is saying and House of Aaron is saying. They saying that Shamea Mom and Miss Diane fell out because Miss Diane and Shamea's mom both own childcare places, and Miss Diane couldn't afford to keep up with her childcare place, and so she told Shamea's mom, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and let that foreclose. So I guess when it went into foreclosure, Shamea Mama was the one who bought it at the auction. That's what they said. I ain't say it. That's what they said. They said she went and bought it from the auction. So wouldn't that kind of make sense why Diane has such a chip on her shoulder with Shamea's mom, and why she trying to tell Porsha, you better watch the dog that brings the bone, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So is she trying to tell Porsha, you better watch out for Shamea? She gonna come to your job and steal your job? Like, is that what it is? Or is it Diane has always been in competition with Shamea's mama, or vice versa, and now she's like, oh, Porsha and Shamea in competition with each other? But, you know, I feel like Shamea's looking at Porsha like a friend, not like competition. But Porsha she's not built like that. She don't really have no friends. Who's her friend, Yandy? And what type of chick is Yandy? Like, come on now. Okay, so according to Lipstick Alley, it says allegedly in 2001, Mama Diane, Porsha's mom, owned a few daycare centers. Mama Morton, Shamea's mom, also owned some daycare facilities too. That should already be an issue with the competition between the two that has now trickled down to their daughters. One of Diane's centers went into foreclosure. She owned the building. She decided to just let the property go. She confided to Shamea's mom about this issue. It says, fast forward. The property forecloses and was sold in an auction. Turns out the person who ended up buying the property was Shamea's mama. Are y'all following me here? She then turns that property into one of her daycare centers. Once Diane found out, she cut her off. So there has always been some competition between the two. This is all alleged. Okay, so now what I want to get into, when I was doing my little dig, did y'all know that Shamea owns daycares too? So I'm over there trying to find out what daycare Shamea Mama owns, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I already talked about this yesterday. They said that Porsha owned a daycare and her mama owned a daycare, because I showed y'all the post yesterday that Diane posted talking about she's the first one to open up a 24-hour daycare, whoop-de-whoop, when she was 30 years old. And then I told y'all yesterday about how they said Porsha owned a daycare and Mama Diane was the CEO of that. So I'm wondering, did Porsha open up a daycare for her mom because her mom done fumbled the bag and fucked her name up? So she had to get Porsha to open up a daycare in her name, because that's what it's given to me. But anyways, when I was digging that shit up today, that's when I seen Shamea own a damn daycare. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Y'all can go Google Shamea name, go Google her mama name. It's going to say Shamea Morton, LinkedIn. She owns TGS, Kids Academy. What's TGS Kids Academy, you say? Well, let's go look that up. Now, this is still on Shamea's LinkedIn. It says daycare owner. This is her experience. Daycare owner. TGS Academy. Look who else has a LinkedIn. Mama Morton, Sarah Morton, CEO of the same academy. Okay, so they're all into childcare because of their mamas. Or they're all owning childcare that their mamas run. I don't know even if Miss Diane is still running the childcare, because from what people were writing in my comments yesterday, the same thing that Lipstick Alley is saying today, that Miss Diane had to quit paying the rent at one of the child care centers, and they had all their shit kicked out one day. I'm gonna find the comment so y'all don't think I'm lying. Hold on. Okay, so somebody commented on my video and said, my old neighbor mom used to work at Porsha Mama Daycare, and she said, I think she's using text to talk, so you know they fucking up everything she said, but it said, she said Porsha Mama had a effed up attitude, and weeks later, they shit was sitting out there on the curb in front of the daycare, and they had got evicted. And my old neighbor also told me that it was in somebody else's name. Okay? And I'm hiding the names of the people who left the comments, not because of them, but I don't know if they want to be bothered. So that's why. So no shade to y'all. Love y'all. Keep commenting. So the next little tidbit I got in my comments was Shamea mother started the daycare first and was successful with it. Never a child hurt. Okay, you see that other word. So Miss Morton was making money. That's Shamea's mama. Porsha mom jumped on the bandwagon after Shamea mother was doing her and wanted that money also. I guess she was trying to say after she was doing her thing and wanted that money also. Same with their kids. Shamea got the man Porsha wants, so Porsha went out and got Simon, and it wasn't the same. Do you see what I'm saying? Porsha tried to go one up, thinking she was doing something with Simon, and I was going to say, I don't really know if it turned out to be Simon was a flop or Porsha was a flop. Because Porsha, you were so happy. You thought you were so married and in love, jet set in the world. And then one day you just dropped him like a hot potato. Like the internet wasn't already telling you that he was a scammer. So that's suspect. I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that she left him for somebody else, like allegedly Tasha K said. But I digress. But let's go on. So this comment says, in early chats, when she was dating or married Cordell, he helped him pay off the daycare bills after the incident. The daycare incident was widely publicized. I can't believe I never heard about it. This is the first time I'm hearing about it from yesterday, but dang, that's crazy. Okay, this comment was wild. A blogger said that Miss Diane was a scammer and she scammed a church. Someone sent me that because I didn't hear that, but I want to read it. I want to watch it. I want to know what's tea. Send that to me. Put that down in my comments. Do something. I want to know. And then this person said, allegedly, R. Kelly gave Porsha the money for her daycare. Yes, Porsha had a relationship with R. Kelly. That's another questionable relationship that is like, if Porsha mom is so involved in Porsha life, why would she let her date R. Kelly? Like, and then Porsha said some weird stuff happened. Like, she tried to act like, the Me Too movement was going on at the R. Kelly thing. And she seen some things and she had to leave and never talk to him again. So, I don't know. Okay, and can somebody tell me if they've seen this on Porsha Family Matters? Because I didn't see it, and I would like to know what episode so I can watch it. It says, Porsha grandmother said on that Porsha Family Matters show that Miss Diane was never married to Porsha's dad. What episode, y'all? Tell me down in the comments. But I want to hear what y'all think. Do y'all think that Miss Diane and shameamorton mama fell out over childcare businesses? Do you think there was jealousy going on? Did Shamea mama started first, and when Diane fell off, she bought it and that's why they fell off? Or what happened? And what do y'all think about all of them being in this business? Porsha, Shamea, they mamas. Like, it's kind of interesting. Tell me what y'all think down in the comments. And can y'all please stop saying that her voice sounds like Britt Eady? Like, that bitch voice is annoying. It sounds like nails on a chalkboard. And whatever it is about my voice that sounds like that, please tell me what to not do so I can stop sounding like that. I mean, I do have a broken nose. My shit was broken back in the day and I never got it fixed. So I can barely breathe out of one side of my nose. So I don't know if that's the problem. But what is it? Is it a high pitch? Is it a low pitch? Do I need to talk deeper? Tell me what it is so I can fix it, because she is annoying and I'm not trying to sound like that girl. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Okay, yeah. Tell me what y'all think down below. Please comment, like, subscribe, hit your thumbs up, put your notification bell on, and I'll see y'all in the next mess. Bye.